Alright guys, Tom here and welcome. Finally, we are doing another live stream on the channel. This is the live stream of all live streams. This is the #1 place you want to be for your Money in the Bank 2015 predictions. We're going to get right into these predictions. It's a bit of a delay on the start of the live stream. I'm sorry about that, but we have finally got it underway. It's 4 minutes past 9. The start time was 9 o'clock, but other than that, we are finally in the live stream. Okay, I need to stop hitting that wire. Okay, I've moved it now. We are live. Scary being live, but we are live. So remember, as we go through these predictions, as always during the live stream, there's a little bit of text down there that says, tell me your predictions in the chat. Do that. Tell me your predictions in the live chat on the right-hand side of the screen so I can give you guys a shout out and talk about what you guys are also saying as well. So Money in the Bank, yes, I always look forward to Money in the Bank. It's kind of the start of my summer holidays. It's always usually at the week before the start of my summer holidays. And this year, it's the week before the start of my summer holidays. I'm not going to be watching it live because I have an exam the morning of Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's on Sunday night and it finishes at 4 a.m. in the morning. And would that make it in 5 hours' time? I'd then have to sit a geography exam for 2.5 hours, which isn't a good idea. So I won't be watching Money in the Bank live, but this is live, and this is to make up for me not being able to watch it live pretty much. So these are the predictions. Guys, if you can do me a huge favor and share the live stream around, that would be heavily appreciated so we can get as many guys in there as possible. I think last time we had about 21 people consistently watching for about an hour and 10 minutes, me sharing my predictions. It went down quite well, but we've got 6 in so far, which is not a bad, shabby start whatsoever. Are you guys looking forward to Money in the Bank? I think it will be very, very good. But looking at the match card, it is a bit predictable, which isn't always a bad thing because Elimination Chamber we thought was predictable and turned out to be one of the most unpredictable cards we have seen in a very, very long time. So who knows? I'm not looking forward to seeing Roman Reigns win the briefcase, but that's all I can pretty much see at this point. But that's not only the matches which will be happening. Hopefully, we do see some unpredictability because we saw Elimination Chamber and it was freaking awesome. Let's see if Money in the Bank is as good as Elimination Chamber because I thought that pay-per-view was probably one of the best we've seen in a hell of a long time. And I think Money in the Bank is possibly shaping up to be just as good as Elimination Chamber. How many guys have we got in here? We have got in here 7, but we've got a lot of comments going through. A lot of people are saying, what are you guys saying? Okay, we've got Tom Bay from Luminous. Hey, Tom from Joelstar. Hi, Tom from Sam Royal. Hi, Tom from the J-Man. Best in the World 225 says, yo, Tom. And Xanthony Smash says, hi, Tom. Hello, guys. Welcome to the live stream predictions. Since I've given you guys 7 minutes to get in here, we're now finally going to start the predictions. Remember to hit the like button. We've already got 17 likes in the live stream. Let's get right into this. I'm going to give you guys exactly what you want. We're going to kick off with the Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose match, then work through to the John Cena and Kevin Owens match, then the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then we're going to get into all the boring stuff. So I'm going to start off with all the good stuff and then work my way through to the boring stuff. So the first match which I'm going to talk about is Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose. Now, this could possibly be the best match of the night. I mean, there's no doubt either this match, Cena against Owens, the Money in the Bank ladder match, or even maybe the New Day versus the Primetime Players. There's many matches on this card which could be the best match of the night. But obviously, there's only one match which can be the best match of the night. And I think it's going to be Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose. If you guys disagree, please comment below. But if we're going off the Cena and Owens match from the last pay-per-view, then that quite easily could steal the show. But Seth Rollins against Dean Ambrose, I have my winner written down as Seth Rollins. So guys, if you can get in the comments and comment who you have your winner as in the chat on the right-hand side of the screen, then that would be very much appreciated because I could still see Dean Ambrose walking out, but I don't see Seth Rollins giving up the title. I mean, there's a few reasons because of this, but there is a slight possibility Dean Ambrose could walk out as the winner due to the fact that they don't want the card to be as predictable as it normally is. But I think the odds are very much in Seth Rollins' favor here to walk out still as the champion, or winning this match, maybe not walking out as the champion, because who knows, somebody could cash in straight after the match. But I feel Seth Rollins is going to retain his title. Now, if you watch Monday Night Raw, J&J Security turning on Seth Rollins, Kane turned on Seth Rollins weeks ago, the Authority of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have all turned on Seth Rollins. Why are they doing this? Is it possibly just to stack the deck against Seth Rollins? They're trying to make us feel like Seth Rollins is vulnerable. They're trying to make us think that Seth Rollins is losing his title. And usually when the deck is stacked against somebody, they usually come out on top. They turn it around. You don't expect it. And that's maybe what they're doing with Seth Rollins here. They're making us think that nobody is on Seth Rollins' side. And then somehow, some way, he does walk out as champion. We're all thinking Dean Ambrose is in cruise control to walk out as champion. Now Seth Rollins doesn't have the authority, but the unpredictability might be for even the champion to retain here. Is that why they're making J&J Security, the Authority, turn on Seth Rollins? Do they want it to look like Seth Rollins is vulnerable when in fact he is going to end up walking out as the champion on Sunday? Also, I do see Seth Rollins possibly holding the title until SummerSlam. We're still yet to see the match between Brock and Seth Rollins. I mean, that's how it all started. That's how Seth Rollins became the champion in the first place. So I feel like Seth Rollins has to hold on to that belt at least until Brock Lesnar comes back, because that's the big match we want to see. And if Seth Rollins isn't the champion, then that's going to take out the whole sting of that possible feud happening around SummerSlam. What are you guys saying? Lesnar, not Lesnar. Did I say that? Kofi Champ, that's end of WWE then. New Day rocks. Yes, the New Day do rock. Okay, we've got 16 guys in here so far. Not too shabby whatsoever. I'm saying Seth Rollins walks out of champion. Also, if WWE wanted Ambrose to win the belts, then couldn't they have just given him the clean win at Elimination Chamber? There must be been a reason why they didn't give him the win at Elimination Chamber. I mean, that moment was so cool when Ambrose won the belt. And if they wanted Ambrose to win, then surely they just would have given him the win 2 weeks ago. It was only 2 weeks ago. So why would they give him the win 2 weeks later? I mean, he's already been running around with the belt for the last 2 weeks. If they wanted him to have the belt, they would have just given him the win at Elimination Chamber. Surely. That makes sense, right? Now, the reason I don't see Dean Ambrose walking out as champion here is because it's a bit of a spoiler for my prediction later on in the video, but I do see, surprise, surprise, Roman Reigns to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. But I don't see Roman Reigns cashing in on his friend Dean Ambrose. I don't see Roman Reigns turning heel anytime soon. He's dubbed as the next John Cena. Everybody knows it. He's super over for no reason. I don't understand how he's so over. But Roman Reigns to cash in on his friend Dean Ambrose, I don't see that happening. Why would Dean Ambrose be the champion and then his friend Roman Reigns cash in on him? Unless they want a major swerve there, I don't see like that's happening. I mean, Roman Reigns is super over at the moment. Do you really feel like they'll risk it and turn him heel on Dean Ambrose? I'm not too sure about that one. Now, if Reigns does win the Money in the Bank, now this would set up a match between Reigns, Brock, and Rollins at SummerSlam. But if you want that match, Rollins has to walk out as champion here, or that match isn't possible. Now, imagine SummerSlam, we get a rematch from WrestleMania 31, where it's the three guys from the main event, Reigns, Brock, and Rollins. So if we want that to happen, we've still got to have Rollins as the champion. So he's got to walk out here as the champion. Now, I mean, I'm not writing off Ambrose walking out. It just feels like a few of the things I've just said definitely puts Seth Rollins in the driving seat to walk out as champion. That's my opinion. I mean, I might be totally wrong. They could do a complete swerve here and have somebody crazily cash in who absolutely has no idea. I think Rollins, but I just had a thought. If Ambrose wins and Reigns cashes in and we have a triple threat at Battleground, I mean, that is a possibility. We could get a Shield triple threat. It's just that the fact that Roman Reigns has worked so hard. They put a lot of, thought into getting Reigns over as this top babyface. Are they going to risk it by turning him heel just as soon as it seems like he is, getting over? He seems like he's the top guy now. Would they risk turning him heel straight away? I'm not too sure about that, but it's a good point. I really want to see a Shield triple threat for the title. I wouldn't write that off happening anytime soon, in my opinion. That is definitely going to happen one day, and it could happen. It could happen later in the night. Maybe Reigns cashes in. Well, maybe he wins it and then announces as soon as he wins it, he's going to cash it in, and then it comes a triple threat. I mean, maybe that's not enough build towards a big Shield triple threat match, but it could happen. I mean, I don't see a babyface like Reigns just cashing in like that. It's not really a babyface thing to do, is it? But I mean, that's what makes Money in the Bank so unpredictable, and we're going to find out on Sunday, and that's why you're bloody going to watch it. But I just feel like Rollins is walking out, and I'm not really feeling not feeling confident at all. If I was going to put a pound on Dean Ambrose walking out as champion, I'd feel like I'd wasted a pound, because Seth Rollins is almost definitely winning this match against Dean Ambrose. Why would they give him the win here if they just didn't give him the win at Elimination Chamber? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, if you guys have a different opinion to me, do comment in the chat, because that would be very much appreciated. Caillou says, New Day rocks. I mean, imagine if Kofi and the whole of the New Day have the Money in the Bank briefcase, and any one of them can choose who's the one to cash in. That would be like the best storyline ever, and that would just complete the New Day. I'm not going to lie, that would complete the New Day. Now, John Cena versus Kevin Owens. This is the rematch. Did anybody think Kevin Owens was going to walk out with a win against John Cena in his first match at a pay-per-view? I did not feel like that was going to happen. Now, I have John Cena walking out as the winner via disqualification. Now, the reason why I have John Cena winning but via disqualification is because Cena is never losing in 2 pay-per-views in a row. Now, it was a bit much for us to ask for Cena to put over anybody, never mind twice in a row. That is just definitely not happening. I think we've got a lot by having Cena lose at a pay-per-view in 2 weeks ago. For Cena to lose, that was huge. But for him to lose 2 matches in a row, I don't see that happening. I mean, even when Brock demolished John Cena at SummerSlam last year, Cena still won the match before, didn't he? Didn't he win by just... I can't remember. He was definitely the one that went over, because he was the one that looked so much better than Brock in that Night of Champions match, because they just don't do it. Cena is still the top guy, and we're never having Cena lose in 2 pay-per-views in a row. Now, what I see going down is Cena getting the upper hand in this match, controlling the match, then Owens flips. Owens gets frustrated and then gets himself disqualified. Now, the reason I have that going down is because that will put over Kevin Owens as a monster heel, because maybe he gets out a chair, he gets out a table, he does something to make him look like a monster heel. Now, that puts Kevin Owens over. That's putting him over as a monster heel. But it still doesn't give a loss to John Cena, because John Cena... That doesn't give a loss to John Cena. It actually technically gives John Cena a win here. That means that John Cena hasn't lost. Now, the good thing about if they did that, if they went down that route, would be it puts Owens over, but it also means Cena doesn't take another pay-per-view loss. And also, it does suggest that John Cena still hasn't had a win over Owens, so that can build up Owens' character as John Cena never beat me. But it puts over Owens as a monster heel, but it doesn't give John Cena another pay-per-view loss, the second in 2 weeks. That would be too much. I mean, in 2 weeks, he's already had 2 pay-per-view losses. That is a bit much. So I see John Cena winning, but via disqualification. Now, I'm not completely writing off the fact that John Cena is not just going to win clean, but come on. Surely they're not just going to bury Kevin Owens like this. I mean, this guy is just taking WWE by storm. Ever since he came in, he is looking absolutely fucking awesome. So I don't see them doing that. I don't see them making John Cena beat Kevin Owens clean. Surely they would not make that mistake. Surely Kevin Owens is an absolute star. They're not going to do that. Come on, guys. They're not that bad. WWE aren't that bad with their booking that they're going to have John Cena go over clean here. So I think the only obvious decision is, if they want to protect John Cena, but don't want to have Kevin Owens lose, then they've got to have John Cena win via disqualification, because that would still put over Kevin Owens as a big-time monster heel, and that's what everybody's going to be talking about on the Monday Night Raw after. If you guys have a different opinion on this, if you think that John Cena is just going to win clean, then comment, I want to know. Another Cena loss devalues the United States Championship. That is a point as well, which I haven't actually commented on. Chris Morris, thank you for that. That is a good point. Why isn't this match for the US title either? I have no idea either. That should be for the United States title, because Owens has a win over John Cena, so surely he should have a United States Championship match. So surely if Owens won here, then surely he definitely have to have a United States Championship match. So I don't see Owens winning. So many New Day haters in the chat. Can't handle 3 black guys in a great tag team. Thank you, J-Man. The New Day are freaking awesome. New Day rocks. I hope Owens kills Cena. I mean, he pretty much killed Cena at Elimination Chamber. I think we're asking a bit much if we're going to see Cena put over Kevin Owens again. I think that is asking for way, way, way too much if Cena's going to put him over again. I think we got a lot. I think we got a lot of Elimination Chamber, and it really showed Owen that Cena does put over people. It might be far between, but he does. Cool, Luminous. I screenshotted that. Can't wait. I don't know what he's on about. New Day rocks. Okay, we've got 29 likes, guys. If you guys can remember 30, if you guys can remember, get down in the like button and hit it. That's all you have to do. We've already got 30. Yesterday's video, the video I uploaded the other day, got 300 likes. I think it's on 303, and it's 5 crazy things which could happen at Money in the Bank. It was just like a fantasy video. It's got 300 likes. You guys absolutely smashed the likes, and I was like, whoa. They got like 100 likes in an hour. I was like, fuck, that was amazing. So if you guys can just keep smashing the likes, that would be heavily appreciated. We've already done 2 predictions. We've hit on Kevin Owens and John Cena, where I see John Cena walking out via disqualification when Owens uses a chair, maybe uses up all the 5 count in the corner, something like that. John Cena wins via disqualification. And also, I see Seth Rollins walking out as the champion. Surely that's going to happen. Maybe they would have given Dean Ambrose the belt at Elimination Chamber if that's where they were going. But I just feel like Seth Rollins is walking out as champion. I don't feel like it's his time to drop it. He's doing great. I hope he leaves the Authority because I hate the Authority gimmick. But I think they're just doing that to stack the decks. I can never say that. Stack the decks against Seth Rollins to make you think he's vulnerable. But then he surprises us all and walked out as champion. That's what I see is what's going to happen. But who knows? It's Money in the Bank. So far we've got Rollins and we've got, what's he called? John Cena walking out with disqualification. 37 likes, guys. Nice one. Keep liking the button. That would be very much appreciated. Now, we've already touched on the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Winner, what do you guys think? Get down in the live chat who you think is winning this match. I think definitely Roman Reigns is winning this match. I mean, nobody in the match apart from Roman Reigns comes close to winning. Roman Reigns is far superior to anybody else in this match. He's the only guy I see becoming the next World Heavyweight Champion. Nobody comes close with the field they have for this ladder match. Nobody comes close. It's a very poor field for a ladder match. I mean, was it like last year we had Del Rio, Sheamus, RVD, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and now we have Kane, Ziggler, Neville, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus. I mean, it's a shit field compared to what we got last year. And last year, didn't we have like John Cena as well? So many great guys. And now this year we've kind of got like a half-assed field. Roman Reigns is the clear winner here. I mean, I don't want to say Roman Reigns is the clear winner and then have to eat my hat when he doesn't. But does anybody come close to winning here apart from Roman Reigns? Can you see anybody else being the next World Heavyweight Champion apart from Roman Reigns? Seriously, can you guys comment who you think is winning apart from Kofi? Why is people saying Kofi Kingston? The J-Man is saying Kofi Kingston, Tom. Kofi is winning. Q says Kofi is winning 100%. No, Kofi is not winning. Please do not say that. I think he's just in there for the spots, obviously. I was kind of a bit shocked when they announced that Kofi was in this match because he's a freaking tag team champion and there's a tag team championship match on the card already. Neville should win, Jordan Star says. I think he's just in there for the spots as well. And also, he doesn't have to take a pin. They seem to protect Neville way too much at the moment. I mean, if he's in this ladder match, it means he's on the pay-per-view and also doesn't mean he has to take a pay-per-view loss. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And then the fact that he's in the main event is pretty cool for Neville. I mean, he's come quite a long way in like the last 3 months. I just cringed a bit when Neville came out at the start of Monday Night Raw this week when we were like, who's going to be the open challenge? And then Neville came out. I mean, isn't that like the 3rd time he's come out for an open challenge? I was like, come on, they don't have... Come on. Like, what? The only person they could think of was Neville. Come on, dude. I mean, hasn't he faced John Cena like twice for the US title, and then he came out to face Owens? I was like, what? Come on, you couldn't think of anybody better. It's not like it's anybody better, but can they not think of anybody else? I mean, anyway, Neville or Sheamus, people are saying. Well, the reason I have Roman Reigns down is when you look at the rest of the field, you've got Kane, who shouldn't be in this match. He was added at the last minute to basically be the protector of the briefcase for the Authority. He's going to stand there, climb up the ladder, and get the briefcase to the Authority. Even though the Authority run WWE and could quite easily cancel this match, they're going to have Kane in this match to nick the briefcase for the Authority. It makes absolutely no sense that the Authority put on this match, but they're going to put Kane in this match to stop anybody else from winning the briefcase. Doesn't make any sense. Now, Kane should be retired. He doesn't belong in this match. Dolph Ziggler, he's won the Money in the Bank once before, and he is nowhere near the title picture. He's also still in a feud with Rusev. He's waiting for Rusev to come back, so I don't see him winning the briefcase. Sheamus, I mean, I could possibly see Sheamus. He's probably like the second guy I see picking up the briefcase, but he's never really been built in a feud with Rollins or Ambrose. I mean, I don't really see a Sheamus and a Rollins feud any really that interesting. Sheamus hasn't really been built up that much. I mean, he lost heavily at Elimination Chamber, where he sneakily put that pendant in the door and then just lost against Ryback just like that. I mean, whenever Sheamus seems to get some momentum, he just always loses it. Randy, been there, done that. He's already won the briefcase only like 2 years ago. Don't see him becoming the WWE World Heavyweight Champion anytime soon. I mean, he had the title for like a good half. It was almost like 7-8 months. We're not going there anytime soon. Kofi, just in there for the spots. Not our next WWE World Heavyweight Champion. No way. And Neville is nowhere near ready. So if you see that, I mean, there's maybe Sheamus that is credible to pick up the belt. And Roman Reigns. I mean, Roman Reigns is far superior to anybody else to pick up this briefcase and become the next WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Reigns winning, does that set up a Shield triple threat for the title like George Starr said earlier? I have that in my notes here. I completely forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me. So if Reigns wins, that sets up a brilliant feud for the Shield triple threat for the title. Or we could quite easily get a WrestleMania 31 main event triple threat all over again. We're just waiting for Brock Lesnar to come back. So many things they could do with Roman Reigns and so little things they could do with anybody else if anybody else does walk out winning the briefcase. Yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns, he's been built up to win this match for ages. He's done promo after promo after promo winning this match. The only problem is it seems a bit predictable, but the problem is there's nobody else to win it. So maybe the predictable is the best option here. I mean, I'd always go against being predictable, but anything unpredictable here is going to be a disappointment because Roman Reigns is the best guy to win it here. But I also don't want to see Roman Reigns win it because I don't like the guy. I don't find him entertaining. So it's a lose-lose for me. What do you guys think? Are you going to be happy if Roman Reigns wins the briefcase? I have no idea. I think I'd be happy with Roman Reigns winning the briefcase because I simply don't want to see anybody else with the briefcase. But I also don't want to see Roman Reigns with the briefcase. I think that will be absolutely awful. I just can see the promos now. I told you so. I don't want to see it, but I think that's exactly where they are going with the briefcase. What do you guys think? Do you really see Roman Reigns walking out? Is that just too goddamn predictable? I mean, maybe if this match is predictable, they may make the other matches on the match card unpredictable. Maybe have Ambrose win or maybe have Owens win. Maybe they'll do something different because this is seemingly going down the road of absolutely predictable. There's no way Roman Reigns, anybody else other than Roman Reigns is surely walking out with a briefcase. I mean, I will actually eat my phone if Roman Reigns doesn't walk out with a briefcase. I can't understand who else they would choose. Do you guys? I have no idea. I want to say Roman Reigns, but I also don't want to say Roman Reigns because I don't like the guy. I hope Owens kills... Oh, no, that's an very old comment. Sam Royal, could you sub to me? I will sub to you. I have just subscribed. I've clicked it now. There we go. Thank you for liking my live stream predictions. As I can see on your channel page, you have done. We all thought the Rumble was too predictable, but Reigns still won. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like the Royal Rumble all over again, but it's WWE's fault for not building up other stars. I mean, if you look at the field now, there's nobody that comes close to Roman Reigns, and that's just a problem. The predicament they have, maybe it's the fact that they've only given it 2 weeks to build it up, maybe another problem, but that's their fault, not the Watchers. So we will have to see. But at the moment, I would put £10 on Roman Reigns to walk out as champion. Hope your phone is tasty, Tom. Who do you think is going to win, J-Man? Do you think Kofi is going to walk out as champion? I think the New Day winning the briefcase would be freaking amazing, but I just don't think WWE would go down that. People would be pissed, but I think it would be freaking awesome. Roman Reigns wins Money in the Bank, says Antonio Dickerson. I think that is what's going down. Guys, if you can remember to like, it's already got 47 likes. We've got 20 guys in here watching me live. Pretty freaking awesome. Very good viewership. I'm loving it. 47 likes. Can we reach 50 in the next minute? That would be crazy. But Roman Reigns to win Money in the Bank. The New Day versus the Primetime Players. Now, to be honest, this match is quite predictable, but seemingly if Roman Reigns, the match between where Roman Reigns wins is predictable, possibly Seth Rollins winning is predictable, then I have New Day as the champions, walking out, still retaining and being the champions, but they could put the title belts on the Primetime Players. The tag team division definitely needs somebody new to step up and to challenge the New Day. And the Primetime Players should have won the belts years ago, so they could walk out as the champion. I don't see why not. I would not have a problem with that. I just don't see WWE doing it. They could, but they just won't, because the New Day are way over at the moment. They see money with the New Day. The New Day are doing absolutely nothing wrong. They're doing everything they need to do at the moment. So why change who the champion is? I mean, the Primetime Players are only really in this match because they were the last to be eliminated in the Chamber match. They only had 2 weeks to build the Tag Team Championship match. So they just were like, the Primetime Players, you go up against the New Day. There's not really a feud here. It's just the fact that they wanted the belts to be on the pay-per-view. The match is only happening to get the championship defended. So don't really think too deeply about this match. I mean, it should just be the New Day walking out, retaining. Now, the Primetime Players have been absent for a while. I think the Elimination Chamber match was the first time we've seen them in frigging ages, maybe 6 months. They're nowhere near winning the title at the moment. But honestly, I wouldn't have a problem with them walking out as the champion at all. Do we see them nowhere near championship They don't see them as, like, they haven't been built to be the next tag team champions. So the obvious decision is for the New Day to walk out still as the tag team champions. But they need to start building up these tag teams, and they could, 55 likes. Absolutely brilliant, guys. They need to start building up these tag teams. So the Primetime players winning here, becoming the new tag team champions would be awesome, in my opinion. I've always been a big fan of the Primetime Players. I think Titus O'Neil is a beast. I know Batista was quoted once saying Titus O'Neil is a very big star, and he will become a big star, but we just haven't seen that from the Primetime Players yet. I think WWE should have pulled the trigger on the Primetime Players a hell of a long time ago, and I don't see why they couldn't do it here. But the New Day are doing nothing wrong with the titles, so why change something that isn't broken? And that is pretty much how we're going to end that one. What do you guys think? Would you like to see the Primetime Players walking out as the tag team champions? Ilias S says Primetime Players going to win by DQ. That is not a bad shout, because the Primetime Players they're trying to build the Primetime Players up. They are trying, because they were the last to be eliminated in the Elimination Chamber. They have only just come back. They've got a tag team championship match. They need to start building up other tag teams. So if they make the Primetime Players win by DQ, that would put over the New Day as well, but also not give the Primetime Players a loss. That would be a good idea to start building up other tag teams and not give the Primetime Players a heavy loss on a pay-per-view. New Day is just over to lose the belt. New Day is just over to lose the belt. I don't understand. Antonio Dickerson says Reigns turns heel on Dean so that Seth can say he beat Dean without the authority. Reigns turns heel on Dean so that Seth can say he beat Dean with the authority. That's too much for my brain. Reigns turns what? Okay, so Trazek12 says PTP will win. I think that would be cool. Zenith says no. Is that in reply to me saying, do you want the primetime players to win? I do. I think that would be cool, but I also wouldn't mind the New Day walking out either. I like this because I would not mind whoever walks out as champion, which is always a good thing, I suppose. 22 viewers, not bad. 58 likes. Not bad at all. We've gone up to 59 now. That is bloody fantastic. We're closing in on these predictions, which is very sad. It's always sad to get the end of a live stream. But don't worry, you've probably got another 5 to 10 or 15, 20 minutes of more predictions because we're moving on to Ryback versus Big Show. Ryback is walking out as still the Intercontinental Champion. And if anybody has a different opinion than me, then please justify it because I do not see any other thing happening. I think this is the most predictable thing to happen on the card is Ryback to retain his Intercontinental Championship. He only won it 2 weeks ago. I mean, 2 weeks ago. It's not like 4 weeks ago like we usually have between pay-per-views. It was only 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And Ryback's been in the WWE for maybe 2-3 years. I think he came in, well, as Skip Sheffield, but as Ryback, he came in 2012, was it? So he's been in 3 years, and it's the first belt he has won under the Ryback gimmick. So he's not losing here. He only won it 2 weeks ago, and he's waited 3 years for a belt. This is a guy which was in a championship match against CM Punk. This guy is his first belt. He is not losing. Big Show's in this match, obviously, to put over Ryback. Big Show's an old-timer. He's a legend. He's going to put over Ryback. It's Ryback's first title. He's not dropping it after winning it in 2 weeks. And Big Show hasn't been around for weeks and weeks and weeks. So if you want to bury Ryback, put him against Big Show and make Big Show win. That's not happening, guys. If Big Show won here, what the hell would they be thinking? Big Show hasn't been around for friggin' ages. So he's definitely not winning this match. I mean, what's Big Show's gimmick? Is he still with the Authority? That's not sure. Are they going to put the belt on somebody? We have no idea if he's still in the Authority or not. Is he still in the Authority? Somebody please explain that because I would love to know. I said in my 5 crazy things to happen, Ryback and Big Show to break the ring with a superplex. A lot of people said, no, we don't want that to happen. It's not happening. It was just a crazy cool moment I thought of. And Ryback, he hit the shell shock on Big Show. I remember when he failed at doing a shell shock to Lord Tensai. So it's cool that Ryback has improved his brute strength and can actually do a shell shock now. I'm looking forward to this match because I have a lot of respect for Big Show. He's had a hell of a lot of good feuds over the last couple of years. I mean, his feud with Del Rio was great. His feud with Sheamus was great. There was a couple of amazing matches around Survivor Series, Hell in a Cell time, which were great between Big Show and Sheamus. His feuds with Dolph Ziggler were great, with Bryan. Big Show does not get much credit for what he can do, and I think he's going to pull over Ryback very well here, and I wouldn't be surprised if this match is a lot better than you guys think it will be, because I think Big Show always turns out to put on a good pay-per-view match. When he's asked to, he puts on a good match. You see all that match between Reigns and Big Show? That was good, and a lot of people probably didn't even think they were going to watch that match because it meant nothing. But Big Show always puts over talent, and he always has an absolutely great match. He's a great guy. He's going to put over Ryback. There's no doubt about that. But watch out, because I think Ryback and Big Show might have a pretty good match here. 64 likes, guys. We're doing very well. Do you guys see Ryback winning? Who the hell does not want to see the ring break? Well, the fact that we've still got a title match and probably a ladder match after it, I don't want to see that happening because that would ruin the matches. Yeah, that would ruin the matches after it. But it would be a cool moment. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, maybe if they did it, the Raw after a rematch and did it in the main event, that'd be cool. We have been over this. I curb stomped your skull on Omegle. George Star with that fighting talk. I don't know who that's about. Is it Luminous? Who knows? Ryback for the win, says Aaron Peace. Jacob Koval says, I hate Ryback. I hate Big Show. WWE needs an NXT versus WWE. Divas, Charlotte Banks versus Nikki. Whoa, that's too many things to comprehend. I like Big Show. I don't like Ryback. That is my opinion. Do you think Roman will cash in the same night? I think if Roman Reigns does win, he won't cash in on the same night unless they're going for this major swerve where they're having Reigns turn heel, which I don't think is going to happen. I think if Roman Reigns wins, he's a good guy. He's a babyface. He'll do exactly what John Cena did where he announces he's going to cash it in. So maybe he uses that cash in. So Brock comes back, right? Brock says he wants his rematch against Seth Rollins, possibly at SummerSlam. And then Roman Reigns says, I'm going to announce my cash in at SummerSlam, makes it a triple threat. We get the main event of WrestleMania all over again at SummerSlam. I think if Reigns is going to cash in, he's going to announce it prior to it, the cash in, because heels cash in during a match, that heels cash in after a match is just finished. A babyface doesn't do that. Rob Van Dam, for example, John Cena, for example, and Roman Reigns, for example. They're not going to cash in on somebody who's injured. That's not a babyface thing to do. Zenith says there is 3-2 title changes and Dean Roman is one of them. Why are you reading that? Is that a spoiler? 3-1 handicap. Me, Luminous, and Kushney versus J-Man up for the challenge, Kushney. You can't see me. Hopefully Sheamus wins. I would like to see Sheamus win because I've always had huge respect for Sheamus. I think he's a great talent and has looked great with this new gimmick. Nikki Bella versus Paige. Why is this match happening? Apparently this match is happening. I had to research about it because Paige said that she wasn't the one that Nikki pinned in the Elimination Chamber match. So she apparently gets a match against Nikki Bella. For some reason, this match is now happening. This feud has been going on forever. It should not be happening again, but for some reason, we have to sit through it again. It might be good, but at this point, who cares if it's good or bad? We just want to see it end. Nikki Bella is only 95 days away from equaling AJ Lee's title reign of 295 days. Now, I said it in my previous predictions. I keep saying it. WWE looks like they're heading towards overtaking AJ Lee's title reign. Why would they want AJ Lee to still be the diva who's got the longest title reign? They want to erase that from history because she left. So I think that WWE are going to take their chance and keep Nikki Bella as the champion for as long as possible. They might even do it until 296 days. They're like that. They did it when Brock left and they made Randy Orton the youngest champion ever. They do loads of stuff like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they keep the belt on Nikki Bella until then so that she erases AJ Lee's longest title run. This feud needs to end. If Paige wins here, we've got to then sit through another match where Nikki Bella uses her rematch clause. We don't want that. This feud ends right here, right now. Nikki Bella retains, and we never hear anything from it ever again. And that is final. I think you can put your money on Nikki Bella equaling AJ Lee's title run. I'm just going to I've said it before. It's got to happen. It must be because Nikki Bella is shit. I have no reason. There's no reason why she still is the champion. It doesn't make any sense how she still is the champion. There must be something they're doing here. And it's got to be they want AJ Lee's title reign erased. Tom, are you looking forward to this pay-per-view? Aaron Peace 11. Yes, I always look forward to WWE pay-per-views, especially Money in the Bank. As I said, it's always the start of summer, really, for WWE. I always look forward to it. It's probably one of my maybe my favorite pay-per-view other than WrestleMania, obviously. Yeah, either that or SummerSlam, definitely. I don't like the Royal Rumble. I think it's always overhyped and never really delivers. Yeah, Money in the Bank, always good and always really unpredictable. I mean, that's why we're doing this video today. It's unpredictable. People want to know who's walking out as the briefcase winner. There's always something that's crazy happens at Money in the Bank. 67 likes. That is absolutely fantastic. Lovely stuff. If you guys, once this live stream ends, head over to my channel and look at a few videos that I would like to plug to you. I did a couple of videos. There's the 5 crazy things which could happen at Money in the Bank. That is a great video I did the other day, if I do say so myself. And there's also a WWE 2K15 extreme moments in Money in the Bank ladder matches. There are 2 videos that I worked hard on to get out ready in time for Money in the Bank, and they should be good. Tom, do you think Brock will return at Money in the Bank or another pay-per-view? I wouldn't write it off. That would be bloody amazing. I mean, Brock, it's no DQ. If Brock changes the complexion of the championship main event between Ambrose and Rollins, that would go down in history of one of the best endings ever. Suplexes everybody and then just walks out and we don't have a winner. Anything. It would just be freaking amazing. It would be cool. Anything. Brock returning would just make the pay-per-view. And might make up for the fact that Roman Reigns is the briefcase winner. Or maybe Brock just enters the Money in the Bank match and just takes down the briefcase and walks off. I mean, anything like that can happen. Brock can do what he wants and it's justified and it's cool. That's all I'm going to say about Brock. And I'll just get too excited. 22 viewers, not too shabby at all. Have we got up in the likes? Let's have a cheeky gander. 74? Bloody hell. Why do they keep going up if the viewers don't keep coming up? Maybe the viewers are glitched. Anyway, if you type in Money in the Bank 2015 predictions, I'm second on the search list, just below Grimm's Toy Show. I'm going to own you, Grimm's Toy Show. This is me calling you out. I am MJ Appleballs. It's who I am. It's who I am. Anyway, 22 viewers. Yes, Nikki Bella to walk out as champion. She's going to equal AJ Lee's reign, and this feud needs to end. Paige winning here would just make me cry because I don't want to sit through another Nikki Bella and Paige match. End of. R-Truth versus King Barrett. I never watch the kickoff show anymore. I don't know if they're any good anymore. They're a big waste of time. R-Truth had probably the best segment on Monday Night Raw this year when he said, I'm not in the Money in the Bank. It was so funny. Like, whoever writes that stuff, kudos, because that was pretty funny. King Barrett needs to win this match. I have King Barrett written down as the winner of this match. Surely he's the King of the Ring winner. If he loses against R-Truth here, then that takes any prestige out of the King of the Ring. I mean, the King of the Ring has no prestige whatsoever, but if he loses to R-Truth, it loses even more, if that's even possible. Now, Barrett should, with a win over R-Truth, get his career back on track. Truth buried himself on Raw with that promo. That was like the ultimate burial. That was embarrassing. So if R-Truth beats R-Truth, if R-Truth beats King Barrett, then that's just burying King Barrett completely. He's the bloody King of the Ring winner. R-Truth is not winning here. Surely not. Sure. Oh, 29 viewers. That is crazy. Nice one, guys. That might be a record compared to last time. R-Truth. How can they have R-Truth win here? That is not happening. Surely not. Definitely not. That is not happening. We've got to have King Barrett win here. He's a former Intercontinental Champion. He's a former everything. He has to walk out as winning here. Did I say champion here? He has to walk out with a win over R-Truth, or I just lose all hope in King Barrett. I mean, I've already lost a lot of hope in King Barrett, but please, WWE, don't fuck this one up. I know it's a kickoff show match. You might be tempted to give the win to the babyface, but King Barrett is a lot better and has a lot more career prospects than R-Truth. R-Truth is an old-timer. King Barrett is a beast. I do like R-Truth, though, but R-Truth is never going over King Barrett. That should not happen. That's the right thing to do to have King Barrett go over, but WWE have done some crazy things. They even had Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble this year. They have done some crazy things. So who knows? Anything could happen. It's Money in the bloody Bank. We're on 77 likes. This is absolutely incredible. I'm very happy about how well this live stream has done. J-Man says, who actually cares about this match? Yes, exactly. I have no idea why the kickoff show happens. I mean, they stopped doing pyro to like, they released all these guys to, start to like have, so they had a better budget for stuff so they could save money because they were losing money. If they want to save money, they should stop with these useless kickoff shows, because the fact that the whole point of the original point of the kickoff shows 3 years ago was so that it's streamed live on YouTube so they could advertise the matches which were going to be on the pay-per-view. Yeah, they streamed like 3 years ago. It was fucking awesome because you got free wrestling on YouTube. It's a live stream. Hey, the whole point of it was you got a match, but you also got free advertisement for the pay-per-view. It made you want to buy the pay-per-view. Now, I never did, but it made you want to buy the pay-per-view. Now, the fact that the pre-shows, is it only on the WWE Network now? Now, if people are watching on the WWE Network, they're already going to be watching the pay-per-view anyway because they've already bought the network. So it's not an advertisement anymore. It's just another free match. It's just as good as the pay-per-view because we're paying as much money. So it's just a waste of time. If they want to save budget, just cut the pre-show because nobody gives a fuck who wins. Trazake C12 says, if Truth wins, oh my God. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with R-Truth. I think he's probably one of the funniest gimmicks they have had in a long time. I mean, who gets over by saying 2 words, what's up? R-Truth does. It's cool. You like it. Remember when R-Truth defeated Bo Dallas's undefeated streak? That never happened, J-Man. That never happened. How do you know Roman Reigns is going to win the Money in the Bank? I don't. This is Tom Cushnie's Money in the Bank predictions. Anything can happen, and anything can also happen at the pay-per-view. 77 likes. We have stalled on 77. We need to get it to 80 as soon as possible, and then I would mark out, because that would be pretty cool. Anyway, we all have predictions the same. Yorkshires think alike. Is he mad? I didn't think Middlesbrough was in Yorkshire. What's he on about? John Cena is the best, says Tommaso Leonardi. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people give him credit for how good he is. I think a lot of people jump on the bandwagon saying he doesn't put people over, but he just put Kevin Owens over in probably one of the most embarrassing matches of John Cena's career. And he does it every single night. He's probably wrestling right now or getting prepared to wrestle a match for a live event right now. And people sit here and say John Cena sucks. No, he doesn't suck. He does a hell of a lot. I think WWE tries to let everybody get ready before the real pay-per-view comes on. Yeah, I know. They try and make the crowd excited. Please tell me my name. I did, man. I think WWE tries to let everybody... Yeah, I know. But is R-Truth against King Barrett really going to get the crowd excited? What will get the crowd excited is a good opening match. They've got a lot of more better opening matches for the pay-per-view. I mean, New Day versus the Primetime Players, the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. They probably will save that later on in the show. I mean, Ryback versus Big Show. There's way more matches which can get the crowd excited other than King Barrett against R-Truth. It's a waste of time. Doesn't get the crowd excited at all. We're already bored before the pay-per-view. The real pay-per-view has started. It's in North Yorkshire time. I thought it was in Teesside. Tom, stop boring George. That I bored him hard enough. It's okay. Allow him. Okay. He's probably NJ Appleballs. He might be. Who knows? Let me check that, actually. Good luck with your geography exam. Ha ha. Oh, thank you. That's very funny. Very funny. Very funny. It's not on like locations. It's on volcanoes. I don't think they have volcanoes in Middlesbrough, but we'll be okay. So we've got 30 viewers. I think that's like a record. It says 26 on here. It says 30 on there. I'm going to go with a 30. But we've got 77 likes. And we've like halted on 77. I don't think we're moving from 77. Okay, it's jumped down to... Come on, Tom. It was not that bad. John lost to Kevin Owens. I mean, it was nothing I expected. So I would say it was quite a big shock. But a good shock. It was very good shock. I love that match. And the only worry for me is that the match isn't as good at Money in the Bank than it was at Elimination Chamber. But you don't know. I mean, it could just be as good. It could be better. It would have been better if they maybe added a stipulation to make it a bit different. Because you always risk the fact that... we always risk the fact that it's just the same. It's nothing new. We've seen it before. But if it's just as good as the one we saw at Elimination Chamber, then I won't have many problems. But it would have been cool to maybe add a no DQ. But maybe that's because they want to have Kevin Owens DQ himself. Maybe that's a hint to what is going to happen. Who knows? I'm sure it's going to be good. Tom Stevens joining WWE. What's your thought on Samoa Joe? Freaking awesome. It's going to be great. Isn't he facing Kevin Owens at the pay-per-view next week? A volcano just erupted outside the Riverside. It didn't, because they didn't get promoted. Yeah, that's right. Middlesbrough is in Cleveland, not Yorkshire. What's he talking about? Akiza, what are you talking about, mate? What are you talking about? Okay, we've got 80 likes. Bloody amazing. Bloody amazing. Yeah, if you've got like any final thoughts, tell me your predictions in the chat. Do get over there and tell me in the chat before I close this off, because we're not too far away from closing this one off. We've gone through all of them. If you want me to repeat my predictions, Rollins to win, Cena to win via disqualification, Roman Reigns to win the Money in the Bank contract ladder match, the New Day to win, but I could quite easily see the Primetime Players winning. Probably should for the better of the tag team division. Ryback to beat Big Show, definitely. Nikki Bella to beat Paige, definitely. King Barrett to beat R-Truth, I won't say definitely, but it should happen. Is it that time of there? Guys, comment who you think is going to be the match of the night as well. That would be cool. I hope Money in the Bank is better than the Elimination Chamber because I feel like I wasted money. Do you not have the network? If you bought it on pay-per-view, then I would feel like I wasted the money. But I thought Elimination Chamber was really good. Did you not think Elimination Chamber was good? I guess that's what's good about wrestling. It's subjective. But I thought it was good. I thought it was one of the better pay-per-views we've had in the year. Certainly better than Fastlane. I can't remember what like bad pay-per-views we had. I mean, I think Extreme Rules was bad. Let me just have a look. You've messed with the wrong people now, Tom. Don't worry. Elimination Chamber was good. Payback sucked. Extreme Rules sucked. Fastlane sucked. So I think Elimination Chamber was better than a good majority of the pay-per-views we've had given to us. Roman Reigns to turn heel cost Ambrose the match. It could happen. It could be a big swerve. I mean, that would make up maybe for the fact that this Money in the Bank match is predictable. The fact that he turns heel would make up for the fact that it was predictable as hell. Do you think the Shield will reunite? I don't think that's going to happen because if you think about it, if Rollins and Ambrose are main eventing their pay-per-view, I mean, this shows the lack of talent they have in the WWE at the moment. The main event stars they have, two of the former Shield members are main eventing your show. They don't have enough main event stars to have the Shield reunite because that takes away the three top talents they have at the moment. It's not going to happen. But anyway, guys, this is pretty much the end of the live stream predictions. Before you leave, like my Facebook, the main one. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. This has been Tom Cushney. Thanks for joining my Money in the Bank live stream predictions. This has been absolutely awesome. We've got 83 likes. This video will go up on the channel as a normal video as soon as it processes. It'll probably take about half an hour. So if you can get your friends around here to watch it as well when it gets up. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. Thank you for everybody that's come. It's been great. Yes, I wasn't going to do this because I had exams, but I decided to take an hour out and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. It's been my pleasure. Take care. Spike your hair.